I've outgrown my main social circle and I'm fearful of leaving and not having a social circle. Any advice? It's far more exhausting to keep exhausting people sweet than it is to be lonely while you build something new. Most of the time throughout your life, you will not keep the same social circle. It's incredibly rare to know the same like 5 people your entire life. Press 1. I know that there are some older people who watch me. You're really going to be useful here. Your insights could be invaluable. Could you press 1 if you've lived for like 30 or 40 years at least, and you have had multiple social circles, like people have come in and out of your life. Like maybe you knew people in high school and you haven't spoken to them since, and they would be your best friends and you spent all your time with them, but then you graduated and you went to university and you had no friends and you had to start again and you made a bunch of university friends. And then you all got jobs and you used to spend all your time together and now you never speak to each other. And then once, like every 4 or 5 years, you remember they exist and like just like lurk their Facebook or Twitter or whatever, see they've got kids or whatever, don't speak to them and get on with your life. And then you get a new partner and you meld social circles and now you've got your partner's friends and like a handful of your own, and that's your new top 10 people in your life. And then maybe some of them have kids and drift away from you because they're too busy and you don't even notice how little time you spend with them anymore. And then you go to a new job and you replace those 2 or 3 people with a new 2 or 3 people. Okay, so you guys are pressing 1, you totally relate. Okay, no social circle is permanent, and you shouldn't be trying to keep a toxic one permanent. If you've outgrown your friends, why are you still trying to keep them? When even if they were perfect for you, you still wouldn't keep them anyway. So like, if no friendship is eternal, most of the time, most of the time it's not till death do you part. It's just we overlap and cross paths with people sometimes, and that's awesome, but it's usually finite, even if you don't fuck it up. Why are you wasting space and energy in your life on people that don't make it any better, that you don't get on with and don't enjoy? You're just sacrificing yourself for nothing. It doesn't benefit them because you don't really like them. And it doesn't benefit you because you don't really like them. And it's exhausting for you, but it's just lying to them. And neither of you really benefit. It's not really a loss to make new friends. There can be a lonely period, but you're just clearing room for beautiful and better things. And trust me, you can be a better friend to people you genuinely care about and relate to. But I will say on the other flip side, I have plenty of friends I don't agree with. I have plenty of friends who do things I don't approve of. I don't need to approve of everything about a person to love and care about them. I have limits. Like there are some things I'll never approve of and never accept, and there is a certain level of connection that will always be lost there, that will be deeper with people who don't do those terrible things. Like I think that's just natural. I think that's just standards. But like it's fine to have acquaintances and people in your life that you have mutual experience with. Everyone's an opportunity to laugh and learn and grow. Everyone's an opportunity to relate and have fun. You shouldn't need someone to be exactly like you. Everyone's immature. You're immature too. You're just immature in different ways to them. So they can still be an opportunity to laugh and have a great time in a lot of situations. You shouldn't need them to be exactly like you or agree with you on everything. Everyone has a toxic trait. You do too. Everyone has a wrong belief. You do too. You're not right about everything. And I think humbling yourself in that respect will help you to get on with a broader range of people without getting upset by your differences. And I think that's an aspect of maturity. But I completely understand when you're in a group of people that you just don't get on with. Like I had someone who was a friend of mine who used to give me a lot of time and attention and effort. They used to go above and beyond for me at all times. It was really sweet of them. And I was like, I don't know how to repay you. I don't have enough time to do as much for you. I just hope you can know that I appreciate it. Oh my God. And I was like, wow, you're such a great friend. But like as well, he would really insult people based on their physical appearance. He'd really relish in jokes and practical jokes where he humiliates people. He'd seem quite malicious and obsessive over people he'd disagreed with in the past, which made me really scared to disagree with him because I'm like, am I the next person you'll obsess over? Like, and treat really badly long after like it's all over and said and done? Like I almost feel scared to put a foot wrong with you before it becomes like a 7-year drama where you're just constantly trying to fuck up my life. So like I was just like, this person is being so nice to me and they've done nothing wrong, and like none of their toxic traits really affect me on any way, but I still don't want to be friends with them and they still make me really uncomfortable. And so like I can completely relate with like not completely aligning with someone and therefore it just not gelling and not enjoying their company. I completely get that, and that is legit. But I think an aspect of that happening less and less is also about acknowledging when you shouldn't have to need someone to be exactly like you to love what's awesome about them. Real love is when you still love them when you know their flaws.